Bread of life, body and strife. Call a priest, says my wife. Working man I is, paying the bills and taking care of them family was always my biz. But then I done do get sick. My days only God gets to pick. Swollen feet, rest under the sheets. Tune me up, check my vitals. That's what's bread of life, body and strife. Call a priest, says my wife. Now look, last day man with a plan, going around the hospital wall with the bread of life in his hand, had my rosary. Some religious boys like to play posery, but I sees you ain't playing around. Spirit of God abound, like St. Dominic outside the door, sick man heard the hound pray over me. Jesus man, don't you see me suffering? Hear my plea. Bread of life, body and strife. Call a priest, says my wife. My wife and kids by the bed, communion boys come by and they done did get fed by the head. Give me last rites before I done become dead. Bread of life, body and strife. Call a priest, says my wife. Hold my hand, remind me of God's plan. Soon I shall see the man. He always made me stand, even held me by the hand. Goodness and truth I did done ran. Bread of life, body and strife. Call a priest, says my wife. Now look son, as you close them eyes, remember God can tell no lies. And he says you shall come to life again, and you shall forever be his friend. Only muching in a little while, if your fate you do done pile. And only walk with your brother from another mother for a mile or two. Says God the son, that is who for. He so loved the world that he done to die for you. And hey man, unbeliever boy, even you too. So turn back to God before you die. Yeah, I'm talking to you, that is who. Bread of life, body and strife. Call a priest, says my wife. Now last writes me up. Bread of life sure made me touch. Days got rough, but my faith in God was enough. I didn't work for useless stuff. Atheist boys with they fluff, idol worshipers say it is never enough. But God made me tough, so nothing to fear. Lord God says, but do you hear? Bread of life, body and strife. Call a priest, says my wife. Now hold my hand as I die. Life of faith, now it's time to look my first and last in the eye. Yeah. Now hold my hand as I die. Time to look God in the eye. Hold my hand as I die. Look God in his eye. Look God in